saying that 60 out of Kansas's 104 remaining rural hospitals are at risk of shutting their doors, which is a higher percentage than any other state in the country. Well, Missouri has awarded hundreds of schools across the state with grants to help make safety improvements. The $50 million in total will go to support physical security upgrades and associated technologies like door locks, monitoring systems, and even automatic external defibrillators. For example, Joplin School is getting $300,000. A man from Springfield given a 20-year federal prison sentence for leading a large heroin trafficking organization with his wife. During a nearly 2-year period, 40-year-old Larry Hayward distributed at least 3 kilos of that drug. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
A chance of rain and storms to continue, but sunshine in the afternoon with highs nearing 77. We'll see clear skies with lows in the upper 40s tonight. Sunshine mid-60s for Friday. Sunshine low 60s for Saturday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing rain across a lot of the 4 states.
64 in Grove, 64 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Damien from Joplin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the to the republic which stands one nation under God and indivisible. Liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Damien. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page. Click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
We are just 20 minutes away from your first chance of the day to guess and win the secret sound at 7:20.
And we just put a new hint up at KIX1025.com for you to go find. It's hidden somewhere on the website.
That's KIX1025.com.
Here's Russell Dickerson
On the 4 states number 1 for cash.
KIX 102.5. What is butt sunshine?
Is that what you were making faces for? I was like, what is
She
going
goes,
on?
butt sunshine later.
But sunshine.
Butt sunshine. There has never been any butt sunshine in my pants.
I don't need to know about
kinda
anything that's been going on in your pants.
Butt sunshine.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. Morning, Sheila. Good morning, Sarah. Sarah, we're going to see you in a little bit, right?
You have to tell us. You know it's a law. You have to warn us.
It's wedding dress day. Aren't you excited? Gonna go to Sarah Lurie's. You have sunshine. You have a butt sunshine. You're so excited. Is that what you said? Oh, Randy. Wait. How about you have butt sunshine and
confused? Peeing down both pants legs for butt sunshine. What? Jen!
I don't know. Go back to bed, Jen. It's the rain. The rain is very, very distracting. Look at our windows. You can't even see out the windows because of all the rain.
She was really floored by the rain today. I was like, have you not seen this before?
It was so heavy. It was a wall of water.
That happens here.
Yes, Sarah's coming today. Morning, Jimmy. Do you have any expectations for going to Sarah Lurie's today?
To get done early.
Oh.
That's my expectation.
But it's my wedding dress shopping. Right. It should take as much time
the dress.
As it needs.
They have a lot of dresses, so you go in and you pick one. And then we're done.
You don't just pick one and call it good. They have tons of dresses.
I don't know why I need to go. I can't figure out this. Why do I need to be there for this? I mean, you're picking.
1,
2,
3, 4,
4, 5.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Yay! Those night classes are helping.
1, it's a Gen Tour, which is a morning KIX thing. We do Gen Tours together.
Okay.
2, I want your opinion. I want you there. You're my co-host. You're going to be a big part of the wedding, too. Like, I'm the one getting married, but you're going to be doing the play-by-play and all that good stuff with MJ. And I appreciate your opinion, for the most part.
Sure you do.
I love the rain, too, Sarah. It just makes me want to sleep. Good morning, Megan. We're going to see you today, too, right? Send me pictures. You bet, Sheila. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa, are you coming today? Randy just can't wait to be there. And you know what you're wearing for the wedding?
KIX t-shirt, right?
Just a KIX t-shirt?
No pants, just a KIX t-shirt.
Well,
Swinging in the breeze.
in that case, they'll probably have something for you there.
No, I don't need any. Why do I need? This is your day, not my day. I don't need to wear anything special.
Sure you do.
No.
It's the wedding. You should always wear something special to your wedding. Good morning, Larry. Have a great day. Yay, Megan's going to be there.
Oh, wait.
You did it.
Usually when you see the phrase, send me pictures on the internet, it's not a good thing, Sheila.
Morning, Lisa. Thank you. I'm so excited. The last time I went wedding dress shopping, my sister was the one getting married, and we were drinking mimosas, and we were there forever. Because she thought she wanted like a, mermaid style dress or something like that.
Who did?
My sister. That is not the dress she wound up getting, though. Yay! Melissa's going to be there, too. Oh, this is going to be so much fun, you guys.
Oh, everybody's coming. So, yesterday.
Quit peeing on the party.
Got to pee somewhere. So, yesterday, I get a call from Daniel from over at Allied Restaurant Supply. Check this out. He says, hey, your haunted spook tour is coming up soon, right? And I said, yeah, last Thursday of the month. He said, I would like to provide bags of popcorn for everybody that goes on the spook tour this year.
That's so cool.
I'm like, why? What did we do something? He goes, no, I was doing orders today and I saw that and it was talking about perfect Halloween treats. And I thought, hey, that would be perfect for their spook tour. He goes on it quite often, although I don't know if I've realized that or not. But anyway, he's ordering kettle corn, caramel corn for everybody. For everybody that meets here at the studios. I think 100 bags of this stuff. And this is like gold medal popcorn. It's really, really high-end stuff and big bags, too. And then he texts me back later and says, oh, yeah, I'm ordering some cotton candy, too.
Ooh.
I love cotton candy.
I do, too. That'll be so fun.
Friend that has a machine, and we have actually spun it and done
That's so cool.
There's a trick to spinning it. You've got to turn the cone as it's going around the outside and everything, and she knows how to load the sugar and all that.
So the point is, y'all need to come to Spook Tour for cotton candy and popcorn.
So Allied Restaurant Supply is going to be giving us this
Thank you,
stuff.
Dale.
Isn't that nice?
That is so nice. Good morning, Dustin.
Out of the goodness of his heart.
He's
I
a
was
good one.
so blown away. I'm like, am I?
Wasn't there a haunted house that wanted something to be a part of the Spook Tour this year? They talked to us last year at Spook Tour.
Yeah, that's right. They did. Where was that? Where were we at when they were
at
talking?
the Saginaw Cemetery.
That's right. When we were at Saginaw, there
Morning,
was a group
Becky.
that talked about it.
Here we go, 5 seconds.
It's a lot of talking. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 708.
Chance of rain and storms to continue this morning. Sunshine in the afternoon, highs nearing 77. It's 65 in Joplin.
We've got your first chance of the day to guess and win the secret sound just 11 minutes from now.
Who doesn't want some cold, hard cash?
In fact, we've coldened it and hardened it exceptionally for you. So it'll
Except
be
then
colder.
you sat on it and it got warm and it's kind of weird now.
It'll be
but-
harder than normal.
Okay, that's the thing. So at 7:20, we're going to play the sound. Be caller number 5 when you hear it, and the money is yours.
And there is a hint at KIX1025.com for you to find.
So go online to KIX1025.com, and maybe it's going to help you to win the secret sound.
Here's Lee Bryce.
Hard to love.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
So we put up a hint yesterday for you to find that will help you guess and win the secret sound.
But where is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will say it's in a different place than it has been before, which we're not stupid. We wouldn't do that, but put it in the exact same spot. That would be dumb.
Yeah, Randy, that would be so dumb. Sheila says, I'm saving my day off for the wedding, so I cannot be there today. So I want to be there over the phone. Like, you want to be FaceTimed? Sheila?
Maybe you can get somebody to do that for you.
Megan says, Randy, quit being in a mood. Yeah, quit being in a mood.
Am I in a mood?
You're raining on the happy
That's
wedding
outside.
parade. You're bringing it inside. I hope you can go too, Melissa. We're going to be doing all the Carthage stuff, right? So
Yeah.
So
we're going to be leaving here. The plan is to leave here and go to Kendrick House, and from Kendrick House to come down to the Jasper County Courthouse, and from there right on over to the Opera House. Those 3 locations. So I'm thinking we'll probably spend about an hour. So we're going to meet here at 6. Leave here by 7. So maybe, 7 o'clock we'll say leave here, which gets us over there. We're going to say at around 7:30. 7:30 to 8:30, or maybe not quite that long, probably about 45 minutes. We usually stay there a lot longer than you'd think because not everybody can go through the house at once. So oftentimes you have to just stand in line for a little while. It's not that big of a place. Anyway, we get done by, we get there by 7:30? 7:30. We will be at the Jasper County Courthouse, let's say, by 8:30. I don't think we'll spend more than 30 minutes there because everybody can go in. And then it's an immediate hop, skip, and a jump right over to the Opera House, which will be over there by 9 o'clock. We'll spend the rest of our time there. Probably be done by 9:30, 9:40-ish. Be surprised. Just for a big old empty room, you spend a lot more time there than you would realize. And I think we've stayed there over an hour before because there's a lot that happens. That sounds misleading too. There's just it's really a creepy environment, and you find yourself staying there longer than you think. People taking pictures, examining, showing each other. There's the back stairway. It's quite a bit to explore on that top floor too. It's a lot. It's bigger than you realize.
Do people see like ghosts in their pictures or orbs or something?
Orbs all over the place. Almost every single picture. I got to get my annual picture at the organ.
Is there always an orb at the organ?
No, I'm at the organ. I'm at the organ. My picture at the organ.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yes.
Who's getting married? I'm getting married on December 15th, right here on KIX.
Sucker.
Morning, Heather. There's no bathroom until we get to the courthouse. Just saying, so be prepared.
Yeah, there's
Noted.
not.
So the wedding is going to be on air here in the KIX studio, 8 o'clock on December 15th. But today we are going wedding dress shopping at Sarah Laurice, and I'm so excited. I think I want to do like a big ball gown, but I don't want like a lot of lace and stuff. I don't think. I want something just real simple. Simple and floofy that makes me feel all like a princess. I think that would be fun. Good morning, Dorinda. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited. I'm excited today, too. I have no idea. Well, I vaguely know what to expect because I've seen my sister go through this, but it's just exciting to be the one going through it now. I got a picture of a ghost when I did my candlelight ghost tour and get. Oh, I want to see. Can I see it, Melissa? That's okay, Dustin. I feel like we haven't seen much of you lately. How you doing? Floofy is beautimous. I agree, Megan. Though I will say, I was going to bring some shoes to wear because I have no idea. The one downside is it's so incredibly generous that they're letting me borrow a dress. Unfortunately, though, I am short, and so I have no idea if all these dresses are going to be super long on me, and I left my heels at home. So I have my heeled boots on right now, but you do have some heels for me?
Will have some. Man, we're going to have to dig her ear. Is it the fact that you're wearing that stupid hat over your ears that all morning? It's been, what? You said what? Oh, I didn't hear that. Or
text me the info on the Spook Tour deal so I don't forget it, please, and thank you. I can message it to you in a little bit, Dustin. Have a great day.
Or you can just listen to us and we'll tell you about it.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about it for
all through there. So we may add one more location to it, to the beginning of it. I just don't know where that would be, and we'll have to talk to Lisa. Maybe she'll have an idea. A lot of the places that we would have stopped before in the past as start of this are now either no longer available to us or closed, or, I was thinking like the school that we used to visit, the old schoolhouse over here east of town. For some reason, I can't think of the name of it. It now has people living in it. It's a residence, so that's out.
Oh.
Mount Hope Cemetery used to be so gracious and everything to us. They have new management, and they are not up for all that. And so things change. People, different people get involved with stuff like this and aren't as fun. Or maybe they've got, were hurt as a child, so they want to pass that on to the rest of us. So
Jeez.
Aren't able to have fun. It's just not part of their life.
Wow.
They want to make it as negative as possible. I mean, really, when it comes down
shame.
to it, yeah. So we'll talk to Lisa and see if she has any ideas
All right, here we go, Zach.
about maybe adding a first. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 716.
Your first chance of the day to get some of the secret sound right after Low Cash.
On KIX. Thought about doing the Civil War Battleground site that we took you to, but it's kind of hard to get over into there. People always get lost for some reason when we go to that park. And part of it is the windy route that the streets take through Carthage getting over to that.
And wasn't there some construction? So we had to go around, too.
Yeah, at that time. There is a direct street that's normally open.
Megan says, what about the Speakeasy? That's right there by the courthouse, too.
I thought about that, and I was like, yeah. When we went last time, it was kind of cool going down to it. But once you get into it, it's like a crawl space. And you're like, all right. It's a storage crawl space, kind of. And I mean, we could, and they would be up for that. They were very nice to let us do that before. But I would kind of like to go to the, what is the low-income housing apartment building that's there? But I don't know if the residents would be cool with some 200 and some people or so traipsing into their lobby of their apartment. It's a really cool lobby, and I know there's a ton of ghost stories associated with that place, but I doubt we could get approval to do that unless you got inside and got to go into the lobby and everything.
Right.
What is the name of that place? It's right off
Scooby.
the square. Anybody know?
Megan says it was really creepy at the Speakeasy.
Was it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Wedge Converse, Dorinda. I just forgot my shoes at home. So we'll have to try things on with either without shoes or just, I've got my black boots, so that might look a little bit goofy, but.
So, yeah, you would definitely want to. It always surprises me at the number of people that forget to go to the bathroom before this. This is about a 3-hour deal, so prepare. That's all I got to say. Or the people that come with no flashlights or without a coat, realizing it's going to be cold or something. It's always surprising.
I hope the weather works out.
It hit and miss. I mean, we've had years where it was just miserable rainy, and that's always awful.
Mm-hmm.
And we always see our numbers drop drastically on those years. But
Yeah.
more often than not, it's okay weather. We'll talk to Lisa and see if she can't maybe think of a location between here and there that would be
I bet
conducive
she'd have
to
some
the
good
trip.
ideas. You ready to give away some money?
The Webb City Library is another option, and we've been there before.
Oh, I love the Webb City Library.
Very hard to park. It's very haunted. Very haunted.
By what?
Ghosts. Numerous sightings there. The librarians will tell you all about the stories of the crazy books flying off the shelves. Multiple books and stuff. It's nuts, some of their stories. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 719.
Chance of rain and storms to continue, but sunshine in the afternoon. Highs nearing 77. It's 65 in Joplin.
You keep talking about this butt sunshine.
No, I'm not saying but sunshine.
You
I'm saying,
did. You just said but. You did it again.
Here, I'm going to do it again. Okay, you ready?
Uh-huh.
A chance of rain and storms to continue, but sunshine
See,
in the
she
afternoon.
did
High
it
near
again.
77.
What is but sunshine?
It's not but sunshine. It's a conjunction. But is
Is
a
it-
conjunction. It's. I'm putting two phrases together with one word.
Junction of two cheeks. Is that something that leaks out? But sunshine? Is that why you call it that?
That's not
Oh,
what
look.
I'm talking about. I'm saying we will have sunshine even though it's not sunny right now.
There's a crack in the sky and butt sunshine is leaking out. Jen said it. It must be true.
Let's try to give away some cash, shall we?
Yes, let's do that. We've got your chance right now to win $302.50 if you can tell us.
What is this sound?
You know what that is?
Any ideas? We're looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To guess the secret sound and win the cash.
$302.50.
From the 4 states number 1 for cash. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 2.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller 3.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Danny, where are you from? Danny from Fort... Nope, hold on. Danny from Fort Scott.
You are caller number 5.
All right, man, it is your chance to win $302.50.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
He says shuffling a deck of cards,
For $302.50. That is not it.
but we're going to give you another chance. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $327.50.
And give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20. Have a great day. Dorinda says, I'll be at the studio about 9 a.m.
Why?
She's picking up Megan. They're going to drive out together. Oh, well, you will be missed today, Kathy. I'm sorry you're not feeling up for it today. Hope you get to feeling better. Morning, Floyd. Dorinda says she's never been when we go to the Webb City Library.
Morning, Floyd. And we went there one year. It's just, it doesn't look scary. You know, if you've ever been to the Webb City Library, then you know.
Have them turn off half the lights.
You're like, well, they do have some of them off. So you've just got the main walkway area there when you first come in the doors.
Mm-hmm.
The wings over on the sides and everything, the lights are all off. It's still just not very, it's kind of cozy in there. And that's not,
5 seconds.
you're like, well, okay. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the secret sound.
Danny from Fort Scott.
You are caller number 5.
All right, man, it is your chance to win $302.50.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it shuffling a deck of cards?
He says shuffling a deck of cards.
For $302.50. That is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $327.50.
And give you another chance to play with MJ at 11:20.
All right, thank you.
And it is so hard to park around the Webb City Library.
Yes.
They don't
Yes.
have a parking lot, so you have to
We
park.
have a little baby one.
Yeah. You have to park all throughout the residential area through there, and that's really, really difficult. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's an old building somewhere in Webb City or something that has something associated with it. I know the Jane Chen Hospital is one that it's in Webb City, but unfortunately, it's now a senior citizens residential center. And again, it's in a residential neighborhood, so it kind of freaks everybody out when we go there and just stand around on the street looking at the building. It's not a great experience, so we do want a better experience. I would love to go to the Peace Church Cemetery again.
Where's that at?
Peace Church Road, right up north of Newstalk KZRG.
Oh, yeah.
But
okay.
it would require driving all the way over to the west side of town and then all the way over to Carthage. not really a conducive route. If we ever did Peace Church Cemetery again, I would think we would do it before we would do like Galena and that area.
Mhm.
So as we were heading out west.
Right. Melissa's going to meet us at Sarah Lurie's at 10:15. Perfect.
Yes. You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor, anybody that finds the secret sound hint, let us know if you find it, okay?
Yes. Send us a screenshot or something again.
Seems like everybody's KIX live video is working better today.
Seems to.
Wonder what the
Megan hasn't been over there on it, though.
what the variable is.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Would be nice to have some control over that.
Agreed. And Zach is going to be there as well today. He's going to be doing some filming, making a more polished version of Gen Tours for them.
Monday starts our Halloween dog costume contest with All Dogs Dream. Is it All Dog or Pinnacle? It's Pinnacle.
I'm pretty sure it's Pinnacle.
Yeah, because it's the heartworm treatment.
Yeah.
The Zimmer Cares thing starts too. Is that going to be the same thing?
Yeah, we're
Same
waiting
price.
we're waiting to see if we have a sponsor for it, but it's going to be the same prices.
It's already, they did a PRF for it.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Cellular is the client, it says here.
Really? Because I just talked to them yesterday, and they didn't have a client.
I got the order on, where's the date? Created 10:04 at 12:14 p.m. by Joel Jarrett.
Hmm.
I have a promo. I'm just not sure if I want to run it during Secret Sound. I feel like since the other promos have ended, we're just now getting to a good rotation on promos.
Yeah. Hey, Christopher. Melissa says, when I got back from Pennsylvania, though, I couldn't get it to work at all. Yeah, we were still fiddling with stuff, but it should be in a good place now. Hopefully.
KIX 102.5 and Zimmer Marketing need your vote. Cast your vote to help decide which charities win Zimmer Cares 2023. Brought to you by U.S. Cellular. The top
Why?
4 charities will receive 3 months free advertising and branding on the Zimmer station. So cast your vote now at...
That part's true. It just says 2023.
Yeah. Why would I put a year on that?
Cast your vote now at KIX 1025.
So I get to rewrite those and do it in a much more generic fashion for next year.
All right, we got a sec here.
Got the, show us your rack. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Did you see that Hallmark released the titles of all their upcoming Christmas movies?
All
of them. We'll talk about it after Sam Hunt.
On KIX. I wasn't done yet, Jen.
Sorry.
And show us your rack. No, it's this year, the reason I won't be able to run the old promos with the prize.
Yeah, the prize is nuts.
That's right. You heard me. Just go to KIX1025.com and submit your trophy buck photos for a chance to win $250 cash and a Savage Arms Axis 2 bolt-action hunting rifle from Liberty Tree Guns. Once you've submitted your photo, share it with your friends because November 20th.
Yeah, that'll have to be redone too. Yay!
Mm.
All of those due by week after next. No, week after the week after next. 22nd. Still got a little while.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to do the Haunted Spook Tour. We might be able to run old promo material for that.
Okay. Chris is in knee brace until at least November 30th. Might need surgery. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I'm so sorry.
Y'all are gimpy.
Nice.
Oh, the CDC announced yesterday that they are no longer going to issue COVID-19 vaccination cards. I'm going to keep mine in a binder with all my old baseball cards. Something to show the kids someday, you know. So this is when we went crazy.
That was such a weird time.
It was so overreact. Everybody, oh my God, you're going to... And then they find out, well, masks really don't do anything. And, well, the vaccination really doesn't. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You're going to get it anyway. That was essentially it. I remember my family doctor telling me, he said, if they would just quit this hyper-protectivity that they're doing and let everybody get it, we'd have a base immunity as a population, and it would go away. And he was right. That's what it took. Everybody had to get it.
But not go away. It's not going away.
No, but is it the way it was in 2021?
No.
Okay. It was not. What happened was there was a mass base immunity. That's the way he called it. A base immunity was developed among humans that made it really, really difficult for the virus to transmit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing we do with the cold every year. And what does it do? It mutates to a new strain. Our body develops new antibodies. There's this constant battle going back and forth between viruses and humans. And it's nothing different. But boy, when COVID hit, we sure reacted differently. It was nothing but fear-mongering, media-based fear-mongering. Everybody bought into it.
Here we go. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Chance of rain and storms to continue. Sunshine in the afternoon. Highs nearing 77. It's 65 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, if you could have a celebrity stay at your home or come visit at your home.
Or let's pretend you were going to be trapped on a deserted island with a celebrity.
Which celebrity would you want it to be?
623-1025 to tell us.
I am so excited. Hallmark has listed the entire season's worth of Christmas movies.
Yeah, the entire lineup for 2023, which is 42 new Christmas movies that will air on the Hallmark Channel. and it's several offshoots. You want to know what the titles are?
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Okay, well, let's run down the entire title list. Here they are. Okay, here are the titles. Checking It Twice.
Where are you, Christmas?
Under the Christmas Sky.
Miss Christmas Comes to Town.
Christmas by Design.
Mystic Christmas.
Joyeux Noel.
My Christmas Guide.
Flippin' for Christmas.
Never Been Chris.
The Santa Summit.
Mystery on Mistletoe Lane.
Everything Christmas.
Christmas Island.
A Heidelberg Holiday.
A World Record Christmas.
And Navigating Christmas.
A Mary Scottish Christmas.
Holiday
A
Hotline.
Season for Family.
Catch Me If You Claus.
Letters to Santa.
Holiday Road.
Christmas in Notting Hill.
Haul Out the Holly.
A Christmas Mural.
A Biltmore Christmas.
Three Wise Men and a Baby.
Time for Her to Come Home for Christmas.
My Norwegian Holiday.
A Not So Royal Christmas.
And Christmas with a Kiss.
Rescuing Christmas.
So all a good night.
Magic and Mistletoe.
Round and Round.
An Ice Palace Romance.
Heaven Down Here.
The Secret Gift of Christmas.
Sealed with a List.
Friends and Family Christmas.
A Holiday Spectacular.
Miracle in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I wish we were making that up, but that is true.
You don't
As-
think they sound great?
The old joke is true, Jen. Has 27 actors, 3 settings, 2 writers, and 1 plot.
No idea.
632 Hallmark Christmas movies.
They're not that bad.
There needs to be some sort of literary law about overusing the word Christmas like they've done.
But they're Christmas movies. I think it makes sense. Doesn't it sound rescuing Christmas? Ooh, what could that be about?
I don't know. I'm holding out for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Christmas.
Oh,
I think it's going to be a lot better.
Don't do that. That's not very Hallmarky at all.
I mean, it's so stereotypical, superficial, too. I mean, just listen to their commercial for this season.
'Tis the season to watch the Hallmark Channel. Tonight, it's a country Christmas. That actress from The Big Bang Theory stars as a country girl who falls in love with a rich city slicker, played by that guy who used to be on one of the CSIs, with a happy ending when the two finally kiss in an open field next to a pine tree while snow flurries fall. Then tomorrow, it's a city Christmas. The same movie, only flipped. This
See?
time, a busy female lawyer falls in love with a country boy selling Christmas trees.
Totally
with
different.
a final scene where they kiss each other next to a pine tree with snow flurries, but this time it's in the park, with special
Aw.
guest appearance by Valerie Bertinelli. Then the day after, it's Christmas in the country. This time we start on the kissing in the field with the pine tree and the snow flurries, and then learn about the plot with a series of flashbacks. Does it star Kirk Cameron? Probably.
Yeah, it does.
And the day after, it's Christmas in the city. Either James Vanderbeek or Joey Fatone falls in love with either Danica McKellar or Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they kiss while snow flurries fall, but this time it's on an ice rink. But for some reason, there's still a pine tree. Then 5 days later, we play all of these movies all over again, but at different times. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll say, hey, is that Ed Asner? I thought he was dead. Then in a continuous loop between December 26th and January 31st, we present A Country New Year's in the City with John Schneider and that actress who used to be on the Overstock.com commercials. And it's all on, where else? The Hallmark Channel, where Gooey meets a pine tree with snow flurries somewhere in the country part of the city.
We're gooey.
Gooey.
Why is gooey meeting a?
I don't make these formulas.
What does that have to do with anything?
Apparently, Hallmark thinks quite a bit. Because they make them very gooey.
Ewy gooey. I sent you a message. Did you guys get it?
No?
Yay! I see you, Megan. No. Where did you send it to, Jimmy? Can you elaborate in your message for me, Jimmy?
Oh, there it is. I see. Yeah, Facebook's so stupid. For a page, it doesn't show it a notification on the messages. Because, duh. Instead, it shows it under notifications.
Which doesn't make any sense.
What is she saying? That she found the hint?
I don't know.
What? You just sent us a picture, Jimmy. What's that got to do with anything? Thought about using this story this morning. There is a Spanish town that for the past 5 months has been attacked by birds. Pravia, Spain, has been under siege from flocks of thousands of crows attacking the homes and vehicles. They started back in May when townsfolk noticed birds mindlessly flying into their windows repeatedly until the impact caused them to bleed. Things have been getting worse ever since. No one knows why the crows are targeting people's homes and their vehicles, but they are relentless in their attacks, pecking at people, flying into windows, hitting people when they try to walk to their cars. The attacks first began to occur right there around Pravia. A lot of local people believe it has something to do with the crows being very protective of their young, and keeping humans away through their behavior. Well, all crows are like that. Then why isn't that happening all over the world?
Yeah, but throwing themselves at the windows until they bleed, like, holy cow.
How is that a protective thing? That period has long passed, the period of having young.
Okay.
So the birds are just as aggressive, if not more so. Some believe that the lack of food and constant destruction of their natural habitat, well, of course they do, have pushed the birds to this extreme behavior. Maybe they're just jerks.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Couldn't that be a thing?
Maybe they're just mean. They just don't like your face.
Town must be like that Hitchcock movie, The Bird Poops.
The bird poops. I don't remember that one.
They've gone raven mad.
Mhm.
Raven mad.
Hark the raven. Never
This has
more.
been Your Life is Like a Horror Movie Halloween story of the day.
Can you tell the difference between a crow and a raven?
Crows are much bigger. And also,
The beaks are different.
yeah, well, I didn't think about the beaks. The beaks are shorter on a raven.
I think
Crows are just a lot bigger. Raven's about like this big. And a crow can be up to this big.
the beak is shorter on a raven.
Is that the secret sound clue? Is what? Jimmy, be more specific. There's a lot of stuff in that picture you sent. I don't know what specifically you're talking about.
I mean, based off just that picture,
You mean my nose? You mean Jen's hands? Aren't they meaty? Or do you mean
oh
the
my
thumbs up?
gosh. That has not been a thing in
It
forever.
is always a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Meaty hands, Jen. I think of that Seinfeld episode, which she's not seen. Have you? I showed you that,
You showed
didn't
me
I?
it though, yeah.
She wipes
Later.
his hand.
My hands aren't that bad. Those hands were very airy. Mine are not.
So, I don't know what you're talking about. You'll have to be a lot more specific than that. Remember, we don't have all your information that you do.
I think when we're in Pittsburgh, I'm going to get a coffee today. That sounds nice. I haven't heard this song in forever either. We were playing a lot of it
Play.
and then just...
Tim,
Wasn't
our
hearing it.
recurrence now.
Jimmy says, my phone's messing up. It's storming over here.
Oh, okay. Well,
Be careful.
when you get to where you can tell us, maybe you can tell us what it was you were talking about.
Aren't you over in Kansas? Where is it storming in Kansas? Yeah, your phone is wigging out. You're sending that message more than
Our
once.
rain is about done in Joplin. So while it's really still really cloudy and still some light rain happening, it's pretty much done. It's moving over to the east.
Yeah, Freistadt, Mount Vernon, Miller.
Wow.
What?
So they've done research on cats trying to determine where the purr comes from, how it works.
Mm-hmm.
They said it comes from a similar spot in the throat as the human's glottal fry.
What's a glottal fly? Never mind.
Yes. Cats in the studies were like, totally whatever, yes, queen. Glottal fry. I think glottal fry. Before I look like an idiot, let me look and make sure. Yeah, the glottal fry is the membrane that runs right above the vocal cords. When we think of vocal cords, how many do you think of?
2.
Really? I've always thought like 5 or 6 probably, but there are just 2.
Oh.
And have you ever seen human vocal cords operating as
Don't
someone
they just kind of
speaks?
flex out and vibrate?
It's just this like sheet with a little oval in the middle. Looks like an inappropriate picture. And it flexes closer and shut open and then will sometimes vibrate like that depending on what noise you're making.
Huh.
So the glottal fry is right in front of that and above it. It's these 2 little tonsilly looking things. Again, really disgusting looking. Actually, there are multiple cords. It just looks like 2 because they're all connected. But there are cords throughout that membrane.
So how many vocal cords are there?
I guess it varies, but according to this one shows 6. Or 5, 6, 7. Actually, depending on what you call the cord. I guess the cords are the pink things. 1, 2, 3, maybe 8. 6 to 8. And the trachea is in between the cords.
Aw, Karen said happy belated birthday, Randy.
Thank you, Karen. Man, talk about a stranger. Where you been?
How you doing, Karen?
Never comes around anymore.
We're going to go after this song. 8 seconds. 5.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 747.
Chance of rain and storms to continue, but sunshine in the afternoon, highs nearing 77. It's 65 in Joplin.
Much cooler temperatures this weekend. We're supposed to be down into the mid-30s tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So I would just like to apologize to everyone if that's, made you a little unsettled.
I'm excited about it. I can be excited about fall, right?
If that's you excited.
What's wrong with
I dread what's going to
excited
happen
reaction?
later when you go to Sarah Lurie's to try on your wedding dress and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
That's
We're going to be there at
horrendous.
10:15. It's going to be so great.
We're going to try to make her stay seated most of the time because
no
we're
way.
afraid
It's
of
not
what
gonna
might happen if otherwise. So anyway, much cooler this weekend. Friday night's supposed to be a lot colder, down around the mid-30s. I'm trying to embrace the whole fall thing now.
Which is a good thing.
I'm wearing long sleeves, and I'm trying to get my head wrapped around all this.
What's your problem with fall? Because, I mean, you've got fall, you have cooler temperatures, you have football, you have Oktoberfest.
All of those except for Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest is the only thing that I really can get behind on October or fall.
As you should. There's a lot of things to love about Oktoberfest, namely the German beer and the brats and the sauerkraut.
And the fact that you get to make noises like you just did, because that's kind of... Go ahead, do it.
Woo!
Lady yodel, lady yodel, lady ho. Head to the fest that they call October. Lady yodel, lady yodel, lo. Be sure to dress in your lederhosen. Lady yodel, lady ho. If it is cold, you will be frozen. Lady yodel,
Do it,
lady
Jen.
yodel, lo. After a beer, you'll soon determine. Lady yodel, ho. Nothing's as fun as a drunken German. Lady yodel, lo. Drink from the dawn right through the evening. Lady yodel, ho. Don't drink so much that you end up heaving. Lady yodel, lo.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states number 1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Is there a hint on the app? There is a hint somewhere on the KIX website.
If we have time or later, I want us to go through and listen to some breaks from this morning.
Okay.
Just so we can, for good practices. Video about what? Oh, yeah. Jimmy actually found it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jimmy found it. You are correct, Jimmy. Wow.
Good job, Jimmy.
Good job. Jimmy found it. Jimmy knows the hint. How do you do that?
That's impressive.
It
That was
is.
very
I
impressive.
didn't expect that. In fact, we were thinking, how better can we point people to this hint later, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're talking about human vocal cords. Welcome, Karen. Oh, here we go. Oh, phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Hey, Dustin.
How are you? Are you enjoying the weather today?
A little bit. Yeah, maybe too much.
Well, what can we do for you today, Dustin?
He wants to get a hold of Garth and talk to the man.
What would you say to Garth?
Right now for me.
Aw, that would be so cool if he could sing the fire song to you.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Is it important? 11D30?
Did you get that?
Write it down. Be sure and write it down. Okay, talk to you later, Dustin.
Bye.
What was it?
Oh, Karen says the vocal folds, also known as the vocal cord/cords, are flaps of tissue located in the larynx. They give us the ability to produce sound, phonation.
Yeah.
2 folds, one on either side of the laryngeal cavity.
Right.
Each fold is comprised of a vocal ligament, a vocalist muscle, and a covering mucous membrane.
Mm-hmm. There you go. See, we need Karen around to give us this information when we're like, I don't know why or what or whatever. She always has the answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does. Thank you, Karen. Brenda says, well, I haven't found it this time.
Maybe offer Jimmy like $25 or so, and she might share it with you. There goes my ear. Oh, great. It's been the entire week.
There's something going around. And I don't know if it's just allergies for you or something more, but a lot of people are just run down and under the weather.
Well, this is interesting. The Eagles have added 2 more dates to their long goodbye tour. Really long goodbye tour. It's the 10th anniversary of their goodbye tour. So, anyway, their lineup features Don Henley, Joe Walsh, Timothy B. Schmidt, all from, not all original members. Timothy B. Schmidt wasn't, and Vince Gill.
Oh.
And Deacon Fry, which is Glenn Fry's son.
Okay.
Which I get all those except for Vince Gill because he and Timothy B. Schmidt have almost identical voices. So I'm like, I could see him taking the place of Timothy B. Schmidt. I'd be like, I totally get that. But
maybe Timothy just needs some extra help these days.
Maybe they're resting one another.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Jossie. Good morning, Jossie. Did you see that Travis Kelce is telling folks that they need to tone it down?
Tone it down a little bit. Like, you're going to scare her off, dude. Like, chill out.
NFL, you guys are overdoing it with Taylor Swift. Which either tells me, one, things aren't really blossoming between them as we may have
developed as the media. You mean the media may have overblown something?
No,
what?
No, not at all.
COVID.
Or he really does think it's just ridiculous and overbearing, which it is. We don't need to see Taylor every other play.
No.
During the game. And that's coming from someone who's a super big fan of the idea of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift together.
Why do you care?
I think they'd be cute together. That's it.
Wow. This is horrendous. So this happened in the American Southwest back in the 60s, 70s too, and it's just beginning to come to light. But there are a group of women now that are demanding that Greenland's former colonial ruler, Denmark, pay millions of dollars in compensation for an involuntary birth control campaign that was launched in the 60s. So records show some 4,500 intrauterine devices were fitted into females as young as 13 without their knowledge or consent.
Without their knowledge? How does that happen without their knowledge?
So they go in for a pap smear or a treatment or something that they're offering for free, health checkups and stuff. And under specific instruction, they do this. So the same thing was done to Native Americans in the Southwest during the 60s and 70s in some tribal areas. Navajo, it's just beginning to come to light. I've read about it a little bit. But they believe that 35% of the women of childbearing age in Greenland were fitted with an IUD by the end of 1969.
Wow. That's wild.
You'll be hearing, I'm sure, more about this eventually from out of the United States Southwest, how they tried to control indigenous populations.
I'm sure folks are really excited about this one. Saturday Night Live is coming back
October
14th. Oh.
It has not been good in years.
He was asking for Brett. Maybe I should get coffee beforehand. I did not sleep well last night.
Me neither. Oh my gosh, I was up all night.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, I got up and we've got this trail mix stuff, and I ate a handful of that, thinking maybe that might help me go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it did, because I woke up again at around 3:45, and I'm like, screw it.
Yeah.
I was up from then on.
I woke up at like 3:30, and I was like, no. I want just a little bit more sleep. But before that, I was up for like every hour.
Yeah, I remember looking at the clock at midnight, 12:30, 1, 2, 2:30.
I hate that. Hate that. Nope, we don't need another song. I was off by 2 seconds somehow. Is she doing better since she got put on the medication, Karen? The topic of the day is if you could have a celebrity stay at your home, or if you were like stuck on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be? All right, we'll see you soon, Sarah. She's heading towards Joplin, she said. You go in, get your tonsils out, come out with 12-year birth control. That's insane. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Karen. Thyroid medication can make a night and day difference for those people who need it. And dogs.
Oh.
Good. That's good, Karen. She was just drooling all over everything. When are you heading this way, Megan? In Dorinda? If you're offering, Sarah, don't feel like you need to. I don't have any cash. I can Venmo you, though. All right, 20 seconds. Chance of rain and storms to continue. Sunshine in the afternoon, highs nearing 77. Clear skies with lows in the upper 40s tonight. Sunshine mid-60s for tomorrow. Sunshine low 60s for Saturday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar still showing some light rain around the 4 states.
64 in Neosho, 63 in Pittsburgh, 65 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're wanting to know if you were going to be trapped on a deserted island with a celebrity, if you had to be there with a celebrity.
Yeah, which one would you want it to be?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Eric Church.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
You were going to be trapped on an island with a celebrity. Which celebrity would you want it to be?
I noticed on my syndicated, which I kind of like to listen to that today. I did a little work yesterday just trying some things.
With the process?
Yeah. I doubt it made any difference. But I totally dropped that or stay at your house aspect of it, too. I don't know why that was ever a thing.
Good morning, Romelda. She says Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
He's just got to talk to you the whole time. Yeah, if your offering's there, that'd be fantastic. I'd appreciate it. Coffee?
Sure.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds would be so fun on an island. You'd be stuck on an island with Robin Williams, yeah. You'd have all the wild animals tamed in no time.
I wonder, like with Robin Williams, if maybe after 7 hours or so, you'd be like, "All right, dude, give it a rest."
I bet you could have some pretty profound conversations with Robin Williams, though.
Could have had.
Dorinda's going to be here at 8:45. Oh, I just shivered.
Cold in here.
It is cold in here. Macchiato?
Sure.
Oh my gosh, if I can spell. Melissa's ready to leave and head to Pittsburgh. Yay!
You guys all know where Sarah Louise is?
Oh, wait. Dorinda's leaving at work at 8:45. She's going to be here at 9. Okay.
Down on Main Street. I think that's Main Street, isn't it?
Yes. Romeldison went to Top of the Rock yesterday. It was so beautiful. They're getting ready for Christmas lights. We'll definitely be going back for that. Where's Top of the Rock? I haven't heard of that one.
Never heard of that.
Drive safe, Melissa. You too, Sarah. All right. Take care, Karen. Good luck at your appointment. Jimmy says Broadway is the name of the street.
Okay. Broadway.
Thank you, Jimmy. Romelda says, oh, Randy, next Tuesday when you do your birthday, please smile. You were
My
all
birthday was last Tuesday, Romelda. Get it right.
Mhm.
Dorinda, too, probably.
You were making sad faces.
I was?
You went in the picture.
Oh, yeah. Maybe next year I'll smile, if you guys remember it.
I will. I've got it down on my calendar, October 3rd.
Right
Sarah says, Branson. What about Branson?
on.
Top of the Rock
that's
is in
where
Branson.
Top of the Rock is?
Thank you, Romelda. Sounds like a very Remember yesterday when I was like, I'm really going to take out my contact tonight? Like
I didn't either.
I
I was planning on it and totally forgot.
So this morning I'm like doing the blinky thing. I'm
You're like, well, I could do it right now, but I kind of like to give my eyes a overnight rest. So I can't do that if I change my contacts right now because I'm not going to take them off after I put them a new set in.
Mm-hmm. All right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Chance of rain and storms to continue. Sunshine in mid-70s this afternoon at 65 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at that forecast in about 15 minutes.
But we're wanting to know if you could have any celebrity go on an island with you or they'd have to stay on an island with you.
Which one would it be?
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Here's Morgan Wallen.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Just position it, Jen. That's all you got to do.
There goes Jen. I hope she hurries. I have got to as well. My stupid message is I have the awfulest time. They take you up to top of the rock in a golf cart? I have never heard of Top of the Rock, weirdly enough. Good luck, Karen. So I don't know if I believe this or not, but there's a new study that just came out yesterday that was published at the Western Australia Museum and Curtin University says that cats can glow in the dark. There is a thing known as fluorescence among mammals found to be extremely common. They studied some 125 mammal species, the presence of apparent fluorescence under UV light. And they found it was common in domestic cats, polar bears, bats, mountain zebras, whatever those are, wombats, dwarf spinner dolphins, leopards, and Tasmanian devils. They said the compounds were found in bones, teeth, claws, fur, feathers, and the skin of these animals. They say it's undetermined if fluorescence has any particular biological function in mammals, or it's just simply a result of their chemistry. Maybe our caveman ancestors read their books by catlight. 12,000 years of cats, and no one's noticed this before. I'm not sure it is a real thing. Morning, Carol. So, Jen doesn't know this, so I'll tell you guys off of here before she gets back that next weekend we're planning to take her snipe hunting. We've got the location all planned out and everything ready to go. And while not everybody will be able to go on this, of course, because it's not, it's going to be a thing where we take her out and set her up to snipe hunt. We're planning on that next weekend. So it'll be kind of a surprise for her. Ought to be pretty good. Trying to see what's going to be on this weekend on TV. The new Loki season premieres, season 2 of Loki on Disney Plus tomorrow night. They slide down. That's why my wife hates them. She goes, constantly moving. Literally. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you're good. You're good. That left side I thought I saw, but the new Pet Cemetery movie comes out this weekend too, which Jen's not seen the original one yet.
It's all about dead animals, right?
Yeah, sure. That's what's wrong with it.
Cemetery.
Yeah, sure.
Are you going to see it?
When that book first came out when I was a little kid, and I was so confused because I'm like, they're spelling it wrong. No, I don't think it's going to be any good. It's a Paramount Plus movie, so I think it may be on Paramount Plus. If that's the case, it'll be out this weekend. And then I will watch it. But I'm not going to go to the theater to watch it. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Kane Brown with Bury Me in Georgia.
On KIX 102.5. So, like I said yesterday when we were talking about it, there are some other stories in the novel that I feel like they could really make entire movies out of that they just didn't pursue in the novel. Stephen King didn't. But I will say that movie, both times that they've done it, they've done pretty good jobs on it. Both times. I like the original one better. I think because the guy who played Herman Munster, Fred Gwynn, he plays Judd Crandall. Not Judd Crandall. Judd's the name of the dad, isn't it? What is it's weird how many of those things I remember. So the little boy's name is Gage. He's the real scary thing in Pet Sematary.
The little boy?
Oh, I don't have time, do I?
It's minute 50. Go. If I need to, I'll start the break. I don't know anything about Pet Sematary, but it has the word pet and cemetery in the title, so I'm going to assume it's a cemetery full of pets, i.e. animals. She apparently hasn't watched Up. Are you talking about me? If you are, I've never watched Up before. Have a good day, Kathy. We'll see you later. You sent pictures? Oh, be careful, Jimmy. Okay. Let me go look. They have a big museum. It's just you can stay over 2 hours just looking at stuff also in the rock. Wait, I don't see any pictures, Romelda. Where are the pictures at? Here we go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:18.
A chance of rain and snow to continue. That's not true. A chance of storms and rain to continue. Sunshine in the afternoon. Highs nearing 77. It's 65 in Joplin.
Okay, we're jumping the gun a little bit
I know.
there. You
I'm
say
just so
snow?
excited, I guess.
Calm down, Jen.
But we're talking about if you were stuck on an island with any celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
623-1025 if you had to have one with you on the island or at your house.
Well, there's a hard choice, but I guess it would have to be Sam Elliott.
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
I just make him say my name over and over again. Jen Fall.
You gonna have him say? You gonna make him say your name, Jen?
Uh-huh. But I'd rather have him say Pam.
Pam, she's what's for dinner.
That's right.
Be weird if your name was like Judy, though, and
He kept saying Pam.
Pam, will you get over her already?
If you were going to be stuck on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
Carlos Brito.
Who?
Carlos Brito.
Who is Carlos Burrito?
CEO of Anheuser-Busch, of course.
So would you want him to set up a brewery at your house, Christine?
Yeah. Hello. Well, I don't care if he can sing. I just want free beer for the rest of my life.
I thought she was saying a Carlos burrito.
That's what it sounded like to me, too, yeah.
Like a burrito made by Carlos. A whole case of them.
If you had to be stuck on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want that to be?
Samar Moore.
He's a good-looking guy.
Oh, I have no idea who this is. That laugh sounded really inappropriate. There was all sorts of suggestions in that laugh you made.
Oh, if you saw him, oh my gosh.
Oh, it's with good reason, Randy.
Yeah, let's hear that laugh one more time. God. Stop it right now. I feel like I need to go wash my hands after that.
If you had to be stuck on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
Good Lord. None for me. I'm driving. I'm sorry. I am just not here today, I guess.
Okay, so the guy's name was Judd Crandall. I'm still on that, by the way. The new movie is about a young version of him in 1969. So I'm hopeful because a lot of the stories, see, when Lewis. Lewis is the name of the dad. Weird, did I remember that? I haven't read that book in probably 20-some years.
Must have been a good book, though.
Creed. Lewis Creed. Yeah, very good. Very good. One of the best. Lewis Creed moves his family, his wife and their daughter, and their son Gage, who is about 3, to this town, Ludlow, Maine, which is not a real place, by the way. And they live on this road that's got a major, major blind spot off this curve. And it's a nice new house. He's a doctor, and they're hopeful that they can start their life again. I forget what tragically had happened. The wife has issues from her childhood, being raised and everything. Her sister had spinal meningitis, but she thought of her as a monster because of what it did to her. So the guy that lives across the road is named Judd Crandall, and he's played by Fred Gwynn. So picture Harmon Monster talking like that. So they, their cat's name is Church, Winston Churchill, Church for short. And he gets hit by a car on that road, and it just breaks the girl's heart, just devastates her. And so Judd tells him about the pet cemetery, which they had found on the property already. And he said, I'll just stay away from that place. So they take the cat to bury it out there. Judd does. And he starts telling the story about the pet cemetery. It's on an old Micmac Indian burial ground, which is actually located past the pet cemetery. So they have to go up over this huge deadfall. And there's a way to get over it. Once they start walking, they kind of float over the top of it. It's weird.
What's a deadfall?
Deadfall's like, where when they knock down a whole bunch of trees and pile them up to burn later for fields and stuff. Okay, that's called a deadfall. So it's like a great big pile of those right there. And they have to go over that. And then they end up on these mountains way off out in the middle of nowhere, overlooking these big cliffs and everything. And there's all these Indian stones set up. And that's where they actually bury the cat. And that's the Indian burial ground. So they put a little marker and everything in the pet cemetery when they do this. And the pet cemetery, it's circular, and it mimics the Indian burial ground, which is up there. So when they bury the cat up there, later the cat comes back and shows up. And when they go down to check at that pet cemetery where they had put the grave, mimicking where it was actually buried, it's been dug up. So they buried the cat up there, but it dug its way out over here. I don't know. And the cat is very different. So it's mean. It doesn't exhibit any of its former personalities. It slashes at everybody. It growls. It's creepy. It creeps up and scares everybody. It smells like something rotting, like dirt.
And death.
So eventually, no, it doesn't happen until later. I was like, he kills it again, but that happens later. So anyway, they're dealing with all of this, and the little boy gets hit by a truck and killed.
Oh no.
And Judd's like, don't do it, Lewis. Don't you do it. But he does it. And the kid comes back, but he ain't the same.
He's not the same.
And it's so genius to me the way they filmed it in the original movie, because this little boy, they never actually show him doing anything. It's little snips and shots, here and there. So the little boy did not, and they didn't have CGI then. So they used a doll a couple of times that you can tell. But for the most part, they did a really good job. And I don't normally say that about, where they have to do chopped scenes to accommodate the story. But this one, they did a really good job. My wife cannot stand that movie because the little boy, and he goes this all the time. Drove her up the walls. She could not stand it.
In a way, like she just didn't, like it freaked her out?
Or freaked her out. Not fair. One of the things he says, not fair. When they kill the boy again. And then the wife comes. The wife is killed by the boy.
Do they bury her in the pet cemetery too?
By gosh, Lewis just goes to town with that pet cemetery. He's a very busy boy at the very end of the book. So I've kind of given away a lot of it.
Yeah.
But they have this one guy that gets killed in an auto accident, and they bring into the treatment center for Lewis to treat. His ghost keeps coming back and talking to the daughter.
What?
Yeah. and warning her, and his brain's all exposed and everything. But he's a good guy. He's really just trying to warn her, don't let this happen. Bad things are happening. You got to get here. But it's one of the Stephen King stories that does not have a happy ending.
So does he kill himself at the Indian cemetery or the pet cemetery? So
No.
he can come back evil with his family?
No, but they imply that the wife, after she comes back, kills him and then buries him. And it's just, this whole takeover thing.
Mm-hmm.
They imply that.
Even though the son is dead again, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and buried and brought back. So I don't know what happens the second time. But Judd implies that when they come back, it's just pure evil, which I don't know what they were beforehand. There wasn't anything nice about them beforehand.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just a really creepy, dark movie. And that little boy.
Jimmy says, don't tell her, Randy. Let her watch the show. I liked the show.
I did too. I thought it was good. Well, she'll forget about it by the time we get around to that. It's not going to be shown this year, so we won't have room for it. I would like to do that sometime before next Halloween, though. That's one of those I feel like you ought to just. There's so many Stephen King stories that have been made into movies that end up being really good movies. That's one of them.
Watch at Halloween next year.
Even though I think it was in the 80s when that came out. But it's still, and they redid it 4 or 5 years ago. But I still think the 80s version is better.
How come?
It's just a better job of telling the story. And plus, Fred Gwynn plays, I can't remember who plays him in the later movie. That's going to drive me crazy. It was just so much more iconic.
Drive safe, Megan. We'll see you soon.
1989 was the original one. Oh, no. Clancy Brown is in it. Is this the original one?
We're getting a lot of people on the post saying they'd want to be trapped on an island with Jason Momoa.
I don't know. He looks like he would fart a lot. John Lithgow played him in the second movie.
He looks like he would fart a lot.
Yeah.
Let me check, Romelda.
Fred Gwynn I cannot read the book without seeing his face now.
Fred Gwynn Pet Cemetery. Oh, Stephen King was actually in this movie.
Oh, he's in every single one of his movies. That
he
is a
really?
Stephen King thing. Yes. That is.
Who was he in The Shining?
He was.
Was he the old guy when they'd go back in time or
No.
whatever?
And he wasn't the guy at the bar, which I can remember his name. Oh, I usually can when Jack Nicholson says, "Set him up, so and so, my good man." So come here and look at this. This is this little excerpt. Oh, I can't. Hold on, we got 20 seconds. Ah, dang it. Okay, we'll do it again here in a minute. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know if you were going to be trapped on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Here's Sir Bentley.
On KIX. Look it. And then I'll show you him as Herman Munster. Do you remember the Munsters? Okay, do you hear his accent that he's doing? Yeah. That's not natural to Fred Gwynn, but he did such a good New England accent for this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that guy was very familiar, too. Looks like Ty Herndon. No! He's kind of a pathetic actor. There's more. He's kind of shallow, but he's so good. He made that movie to me. And then you've got him here. So, yeah. He is so good. It's soul of a man's heart, stony ground. Oh, there's a scene. There's a scene from it. Okay, yeah. We can't help it. We've been teased now. Now he knows what he has to do. Come on. There's that stupid cat. That's his Achilles tendon. He's the real little kid. He said, look mean. So you can tell, there was a lot of pieced together editing. That's a doll. So, a lot of pieced together editing and stuff that had to happen. Poor Judd. One of my favorite characters of all time, I think, is Fred Gwynn playing Judd Crandall. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:33.
A chance of rain and storms to continue. Sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the mid-70s at 65 in Joplin.
So we're talking about if you were to be trapped on a deserted island with a celebrity, if you had to be trapped with one.
Which celebrity would you want it to be?
623-1025. Which one would you want?
Well, the one and only Jason Aldean.
You'd make that boy stay in your basement, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Now, I think the pertinent question is, would you make him put on a dress and vacuum the house while he was there?
Why is that where your mind goes?
Well, I'm assuming he's going to need to earn his keep, right? He could be the maid.
And he's going to do that by getting locked up in the basement and wearing a dress and vacuuming?
Vacuuming.
I don't know.
You might as well get some housework out of the boy while he's there.
Well, yeah.
Try that in a small town, Jason.
If you had to be trapped on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
I'd hang out with Arnold Schwarzenegger now and pump some iron in the gym.
Pump an iron with Arnold.
Yep.
He's a big boy. Have you got room for him and your weights in the living room?
Hey, we got enough weights in the gym for him.
Which celebrity would you want to be stuck on an island with?
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Yes.
Finally, you'd have a friend in a low place.
Oh, my gosh. He's awesome.
Who knew the low places he was singing about was your house? Or being stuck with you.
Who would you want to be stuck on an island with, a celebrity?
Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson.
Oh, now wait a minute.
I think I know why for each one of them.
Well,
Dolly, for a couple of reasons.
yeah. Yeah, a couple.
You would shake and bake.
If you had to be stuck on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
Or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Normally the process is that we text traffic and create
I'll send Jill and MJ an email. I have no idea where they left off with that yesterday.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
If I could be stuck on an island with anybody, it'd be Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood, I don't know. She's a short little sassy thing. I don't.
Maybe some sass on an island would be a good thing, though.
I got thrown out of her dressing room one time for nothing. I didn't do anything.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, should be. You should be really sorry.
It could have been the light off your head.
Now listen, there's no reason to be hateful.
I'm not.
Thanks for calling, man.
You bet.
Sarah's here, by the way. Look out the window. There she is.
Oh,
Standing there. I'll go let you in,
I
Sarah.
didn't even see you.
There's a Sarah out there.
Sorry, Sarah. Okay, I'm trying to send this email. Ryan Reynolds. You're not the first one to say Ryan Reynolds. I think it would be fun, at least. I know he's second on with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He'd force you to call him demigod shapeshifter. Out there playing with the turtles. Hi, Sarah.
I said make her suck it through the lid.
That's fine. That's great. Thank you so much. I have my straw right here, so we're good.
You call him demigod shapeshifter. Yes, thank you. Ooh, what happened? The dog got a hold of it.
Yep.
It overfoamed. That's right. Sarah got a hold of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at it this way. We're helping you deal with it.
Sure. Whatever you say. Gotta go, Jen. They have a new Christmas tour also there. It's beautiful. Oh, yes. I need to look at those pictures, Romelda. Thank you for the reminder.
Ryan Reynolds does seem like he would be a lot of fun to hang out with, Christian.
Ooh.
He's the one guy I feel I'm so. Where is that?
That's Top of the Rocks in Branson. That is so pretty, Romelda.
Never heard of it until now.
Look at that one.
So, she's talking about Ryan Reynolds. Good gosh. I am so irritated at him because he has forced me to watch all of his stupid commercials on YouTube whenever they come up for the Mint
Does
Mobile.
it make you want to buy Mint Mobile?
Maybe a little bit. I don't trust it. I don't think it would be any good around here. But his commercials are so amazing. Also, the war that he has going on with, what's his name, played Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman. So they have had a war going on for years. Hugh Jackman did a TED Talk.
About Ryan Reynolds?
No, he did a TED Talk for something. It was a very serious TED Talk. And in the middle of it, they had arranged all this. Ryan Reynolds comes on the screens and interrupts and starts doing a song and everything. And just totally crashes the whole thing.
That's so great.
It is hilarious. They do this whole thing where they did a challenge over each other's. Was it there? Yeah, because Ryan has a gin that he produces.
A gin?
No, GIN.
Oh.
And Hugh Jackman has a bourbon that he produces. So they tried each other's. First, they badmouthed each other's products like maliciously. And then they made a deal that if they actually liked it, they had to do what the other one said. And I forget, Hugh had to wear just nothing but cowboy boots and do the entire commercial or something. But yeah, it was pretty severe, the stuff they had to do.
I'm not complaining. Man, it's on the screen again. Oh, man. I guess we got to watch it.
Jimmy loves Stephen King. Have you ever seen my collection, Jimmy?
No.
It's not all horror, though.
That was
to
awful.
me. It's a great movie. Done so well. The story is so good. He just makes good stories. Some of them happen to be scary, but I think that's a incidental thing. I don't think Stephen King really sets out to write scary stories. He sets out to write a story. Yeah, she has. You had it as a Jen's Movie Rehab.
I had it as a Jen's Movie Rehab.
Yes. The body that they went and saw. The leeches.
Oh, yeah. That was a great movie.
Yeah. That's a Stephen King story. The Green Mile.
Yep, that was a good one, too.
None of those are horror stories. Most of his stories are like that. My Stephen King collection, which is missing a few books still. Over the years, people have borrowed and not returned. I've learned not to let that happen. So my King collection, Jimmy, hold on.
Oh, those are beautiful. Oh, I love it. Where'd you get it? Oh, yeah.
Which, this is a lot of it. The top row is not full.
That's awesome. Sarah, that's so sweet.
Right now, the
Thank
top
you.
row is
Those are
full.
beautiful. I know. That's why I've intentionally stayed away from Shein and Temu.
I used to have an autographed copy of it that
The girls
got loaned out, and I don't have anymore. But I do have one of the Bachman books that is one of the original printings. So it says by Richard Bachman. Doesn't mention Stephen King anywhere.
Oh, that's too bad.
I have had every single book that he's ever done. That collection is missing Christine.
Which makes it hard.
It's missing
Top of the Rock is at Big Cedar Lodge.
Night Shift. And it's missing one other old book that I can't believe. Like I said, I used to have it. To try to buy an original hardcover with the original cover jacket on it of Christine, you can spend as much as $1,000 for one of those. Well, she does it all the time. What is it? Tastes like suntan lotion? No. It's really good. It's just really sweet. How's yours? Great. Thank you very much. So, Jimmy, do you think you know what the answer to the secret sound is based on the fact that you know where the hint is? As far as I know, Jimmy's the only one that has found the hint. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about your 3 words to live by. If you had 3 words, and you can only have 3 words, what would those 3 words? And inevitably, someone on Facebook is going to say, always do the right thing whenever it's presented with a choice and blah, blah. I'm not. Thank you. Oh, and Jen. Oh, wow. Jen doesn't know this, but tomorrow for Jen's Movie Rehab, we are assigning her Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. Yeah, this one is, I remember first time I saw it, it made me just feel ill. So I'm picking out all of the scariest stuff I can think of for this. And we're going to wrap up the month. So I haven't told her this. She doesn't know this, so don't mention it. But The Exorcist is going to be the final movie. The weekend right before Halloween. It's going to put her right in the right frame of mind. So the plan is we're going to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre tomorrow. We're going to do Friday the 13th Part 2 next Friday because it is the 13th. I wasn't going to do another Friday because she liked the first one. She really liked it. But to me, the first one wasn't scary. The second one is terrifying. After that, they get stupid. But Part 2 was horrifying. And then on the 4th weekend, we're going to do It's Chapter 1 and 2. Which, to me, I love those movies. I didn't think they were all that scary. They're just fun. But I think they'll scare her, I think. Yeah, this will definitely put you off clowns. And then the 5th weekend, we'll do The Exorcist, which is horrific. There's nothing redeemable about that movie. It's just terrifying. I saw that. I don't think there is no way they can be more horrifying than the original. They have tried and tried and tried. All of what are the new exorcism movies? I can't remember. It's the one where the guy, oh my gosh. Can't think of them, but they're scary, but they're just not, it's not the same. Yeah. To me, that Linda Blair and what she did and what they had her do in that's untoppable. That's horrific. The old one, Jimmy. Jimmy says she goes to a lot of sales. If you do, Jimmy, I have a list of ones that I need, okay? Hold on. These are the ones I want you to look for. If you see them, I will gladly pay you a finder's fee for finding them for me. Because I go to used bookstores and look all the time, and I don't know what's happened over the past 10 years. King books have become almost impossible to find. It is. Used to, I remember when I was a kid, there would always be like 20 copies of it and everything. Now, you can't find them anywhere. They become very collectible. So, here we go. I need Eyes of the Dragon. I need the Bachman book collection. I have Thinner, but not the collection. I need the Green Mile. Those are the only ones I need. They have a deal by Beryl Evans. It's not actually by Beryl Evans. It's a hardcover copy of Charlie and the Choo Choo.
You showed me that.
Did I?
Yeah.
From the Dark Tower series. So it is the book that the boy, Eddie. Is it Eddie?
Megan's at 7 Brew.
So that one, he has a book that he reads in that. And they encounter Charlie the Choo Choo. And it gives them instruction on where next to go in that world. So they've made that book. And it's very freaky. What was the other one? Eyes of the Dragon, which is very hard. Even for a soft cover copy, $95.
Ooh.
I have a soft cover copy. Now, for the book Christine, for a hardcover, let me see. Stop it. A good copy is in here for $25. That's
not bad.
Pretty good, actually. But I know if you go to, what is the used book?
Online? Books? Oh, online?
Thrift Books.
Thrift Books. I don't know.
Thrift Books has a couple of copies that are over $1,000.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
There's a couple here in Joplin. There's one on 15th Street, and they never, ever have King books. I sold them a bunch of other books by other authors that I was just cleaning out stuff that I'm like, why am I keeping these, And I mentioned it to him. He goes, those are just getting to where they're impossible. In hardcover, he said, people are collecting them, and there's some value, resale value in them now that there wasn't a few years ago. And he goes, if you've got a collection, and I told him about mine, he made me an offer right there. He said, I'll give you $10,000 for the lot.
No way. 10 grand?
$10,000. He said, when they're
Holy
together
cow.
like that, and the fact that you've got mostly first editions is even more valuable. And I said, no, I don't think I'm going to sell it. So,
what are you going to do with them then? Just
I don't know. They look good on the shelf there, on my door.
Mm-hmm.
What would I put there if I got rid of them?
Yeah. Stacks of hundreds.
Leaves.
Here we go. Last break of 8 o'clock.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:50.
Sunshine with highs in the mid-70s this afternoon. It's 65 in Joplin.
Don't forget to join MJ this Saturday from 4 to 6. He's going to be at Wayside Furniture for their big October sale.
Which I think they're doing like a buy two, get the third one free sale, right?
That, plus he's going to have KIX T-shirts to give away this Saturday as we broadcast live from 4 to 6.
We have got the morning KIX takeover about 3 minutes away, so make sure to go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking about, let's pretend for a second you had to be trapped on a deserted island with a celebrity for whatever reason. Maybe you didn't file your taxes or who knows what. But which celebrity would you want it to be?
You can call or text us to let us know at 623-1025.
You might look like Hulk Hogan, brother.
You look like Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, I used to be a Hulk Hogan impersonator.
Yeah, no, I think I would do something about that. Maybe get a haircut.
Something, yeah.
I can tell you.
Rogaine.
Which celebrity would you want to be stuck on an island with?
I'd have to have Gordon Ramsay, man. One of the best chefs out there.
Yeah,
Some
but
good old
man, he'd
food.
be yelling, screaming all the time and throwing stuff around your kitchen and cussing at your kids.
That's the best part.
Be like, what are we having for dinner tonight, Gordon? He'd be like, donkey!
An idiot sandwich.
And make it interesting.
Which celebrity would you want to be stuck with?
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
So why Keith Urban?
Oh, he's my favorite singer for since I was a teenager. He puts on a great show, and he would be so fun to be with.
Keith strikes me as the kind of guy who, no matter what he's doing, no matter where he's at, he'd rather be playing and singing at that time.
And that would be great. It'd be like a concert all day long.
If you had to be trapped on an island with a celebrity, which celebrity would you want it to be?
You can text or tell us at 623-1025.
We got the morning KIX takeover just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Version. That is the release version with the added pages, which is not worth as much as the original. Where's that at? Huh?
Oh, in Neo Show.
I've got all those. I've got that. In fact, that version of the stand too is the one I've got. I'd much rather have the older version, the cut version.
Jimmy says she always passes her on. She didn't know they were worth money.
She passes what?
Her Stephen King books on. She didn't know they were worth money.
Well, they're getting to be, and especially when they're all together as a group collection. He told me part of the reason that mine was so collectible is that a vast majority of them were all made as one group purchase. So what happened was my first wife, that's how old some of these are, as a Christmas gift one year, and through an immense amount of credit, they used to have these book clubs that were like the tape clubs, where you spend a penny and get this many up front, and you only had to buy one for the rest of your life, and they're $5 million after that.
Yeah.
So she did that for me one year and started off this collection. And so about 15 or 20 of them were part of that set. And because they were all have the same initial date printing on them, and they're all early editions, if not first editions, makes that more collectible, more desirable, and that they all have dust jackets. Most of them have never been open to be read either.
Really?
Yeah. She bought me all those books. I'd already read them.
So they're just hanging out.
Yeah. And if I did read a new book, if someone bought me a hardcover, I always take the dust jacket off and put it away while I'm reading the book.
To protect it.
And then put it back on afterward. Yeah. They all have my names in them. So I do put my name in each one.
Yeah. All right, we have to get moving.
Yep, we got to get going. So tomorrow we're going to talk about your 3 words to live by. And we started the Halloween movies last weekend, but not the scary ones.
Oh, joy.
This weekend we start the scary ones. And Jen will find out which one she's having to watch. And we'll have your first chance of the day to guess and win the secrets down.
All right, we'll see you maybe at Sarah Louise at 10:15. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a great rest of the day. Bye.